Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. I hope everyone has a wonderful crafting day today. And this is the first of two videos this morning, and this is my Alina Craft design team show and measure. And I also have a sample and a little crafty tip for you. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show is all of the wonderful foam squares, glue tapes. I think these have the measurements on them. That one is, I think, 5mm. No, 2mm. So there's a 2mm tape, a 3mm tape, another 3mm tape, although that one to me looks like a 5mm tape, and this one is an 8mm tape. So I've got lots of tape there so that I can make plenty of cards and projects, and also the adhesive tape that Alina does, which is fabulous for shakers. So I will move those out of the way and come in with the next thing. The next thing that I received was a Oh Happy Day paper pack. This is gorgeous because it's kind of summer, but it's also blending into autumn. And of course, I love plaids. So I'm going to open this and I'm going to show you the print and the quality of the paper. Let's take the whole pack out there. That is your front cover, and of course you can use that as well. That's great for a tag. So there's a lovely plank design. I'm going to get close up here. You can see it is the quality of regular scrapbooking paper that you get from the store. So there are 2 sheets of the plank. There are 2 sheets of the plaid. That is so pretty. This one is absolutely fabulous. Wouldn't that be awesome for unicorns? And there are 2 sheets of that. Lovely cloud background, always great for summer and of course Easter. And there are 2 sheets of that. And talking about Easter, we've got eggs and hearts, if I turn it that way. So that's going to be a great one for a rabbit die that she sent me. A beautiful sort of Baroque type flourish background in blue. And then we have the sort of mandala doily designs in beautiful colours. A lovely little pink polka dot there, which is useful for anything and everything. And also a very pretty, this is like almost a sunshine mustardy yellow. I really like that one. That's lovely. Nice one for a masculine card or an ocean theme. And there's 2 sheets of that. And then a lovely soft red plaid. And then this one is a sort of henna design flower. If I get close up for you. That's really, really pretty. And then that's the other one. So that is the pack of paper, and that one is called Oh Happy Day. And it is lovely quality paper, the same as you get in the scrapbook store. It's a 6x6 pad, and you get 24 sheets in there, which is 12 designs getting 2 sheets. So that's the next one that I got. And then I got some lovely glue dots. And of course, glue dots are very useful if you like to do happy mail for your friends and you like to package up bows and things like that. Then cutting a little round dot of acetate and gluing it to the bottom of your flowers or bows, and then popping on a glue dot and then fixing it to an acetate sheet. Then when your friends get your bows or handmade flowers, they can very easily peel those things off and use them in their projects. So that is a great one there. And then we get to one of the great loves of my life. We get to gems. and we get to sequins. And I have to tell you, I try really hard not to have favourites, but I think I just discovered my favourite gems of all time. And I'm going to show you those first. There they are. Aren't they absolutely glorious? Look at the glitter and the sparkle. And they're almost like a very pale champagne colour. Let's get in close to that because we just love the bling. They are gorgeous. I may use those on everything. And then I received some purple gems, some little gold beads there, which are great for shakers, for when you're doing the very small shakers. And some lovely cerise pink stars, which I will probably put with those lovely blue hearts and do my 4th of July or patriotic projects using those two. And of course I can add the silver stars in with that as well, so that I've got red, white and blue. These are just really, really cute. I just want my camera to behave this morning. Aren't they lovely? They're dimensional little hearts. Fabulous in shakers. I am trying my best. There you go. What a great close-up. Aren't they gorgeous? They look like little sweets. And then I got some multicolour crown sequins, and you'll know that Alina Craft does a huge amount of sequins and beads in her store, so it's kind of like a one-stop shop when you're buying everything, because you can get your dies, your stamps, your paper, all of your little beads and craft bits, and you know, all of your glue tape, everything is there. Those are glorious. They're little tiny goldfish. I love those. And then we've got these little blue beads. Once again, these sorts of things are excellent for when you're doing tiny shakers. And then dimensional, again, pretty little snowflakes in an icy blue, a slightly darker shade of blue and white. And then we have some lovely green beads. Things like this are always great for dotting in to the middles of flowers or for creating berries and things on stems. More little beads there in a lovely sort of tropical punch orangey shade. Great for little shakers again. Lovely pretty pink alphabets. These are great for doing children's cards, princess cards. You could even pick all the alphabet out and write somebody's name out, couldn't you? They're just lovely. And then I have more beads. These are a pretty pastel pink. There they are. Oh, my camera's been quite good today. And then I have them in this sort of like hematite. There's also another stone, I can't think of the name of it, that was always used in Victorian brooches. It may be hematite, but it looks just like that. Those are so pretty, almost like a gunmetal metallic sheen. So I have those, and I have some black ones. Bit too late for me for Halloween, but I'm going to save those and use those for when I'm doing a man shaker. A man shaker would be good, wouldn't it, using black beads? So those are my gems and my glues and my scrapbook paper that I've shown you. And now I'm going to show you my dies. So I'm just moving a few things out of the way so that I can squeeze them all in. And my first one is a bunny rabbit. I just love rabbits, and it comes with an egg which has a wonderful smiley face, and I am going to be making all of these over the next couple of weeks, but I will measure that bunny for you. And Bunny is from the tops of his ears to the bottom of his tummy here on the ground is 3.5 inches. So I got that one. And then I've got these, which are super cute because I love balloons. I just collect anything balloony. And they are 2¼ inches for the large one. And then I got this really pretty stamp set and a die there with all different sentiments on it. And if I flip it over, you can see just what all those different sentiments are. And I'll measure the size of one of them. They're all the same size, and they are 1 inch, just over 1 inch. Aren't they lovely? I'll pop that back because of course that die cuts those stamps out. And then I got this gorgeous rose, and I actually used this in my sample for today, and I'll measure that for you. It's a lovely full size to cover a card, and it is almost 5 inches. Look at that. It's lovely and big, really easy if you want to paper piece all those bits back in, or cut it in watercolour cardstock and watercolour it. But in a minute I'm going to show you what I did with it. I got some lovely cloud dies. Once again, I am a cloud collector and I do love them. And these are great because they will fit up to a 6-inch card. You can also use them for hills. So that's the other one that I got. And then I got this one, which is a beautiful teacup set. And I am going to do this next week. And I think I'm just going to have to watercolour it. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And I will measure that one. And that is 4¼ inches. And then its width, going from handles to handles, is 3½ inches. Look at the detail on that. It's just so pretty. Really pretty. And then I got a fan die, and I do love creating fans. Of course, you can do other things with them as well. You can turn them into vases if you want to, and have all your flowers and fern leaves and things spilling out of the top. And that one measures, let me take it there from cut edge, 5¾ inches. And then I got this lovely window. Windows are great, views inside and views outside, and of course you can turn them into boxes as well. And that's a little over 4 inches. So that's a full-size card there. I mean, you can cut the whole thing out, and then you can piece little bits into windows. If you've got little family photos or something like that, you can actually create it as an opening picture frame with a larger, maybe joint photo behind there. And then I got a little spring bird set. There they are, 2 little spring birds into this frame here, which would make a great diorama. Once again, that's going to be a fabulous one to hand colour. And the measurements on that are, let me see, almost 3¾ inches, and it's a square. My next one is a snowflake oval. Isn't that gorgeous? Let's do a close-up. You've got that in-out stitching there on the oval frames, so that your aperture is decorated as well as the one that pops out. And the measurement on that is, from the top snowflake down, is 5¾ inches, and across is 5¼ inches. But isn't that pretty? That's really, really lovely. And then my next die set is a set of 4 tags. I actually have a circle die that will match if I want to put a background to these tags and cut them in 2 different colours. But they're so cute, and I just love that little house with the snowflakes in the roof there. Let's do close-ups for you. And I love that pine cone. So the measurements on those are from the hang loop down, almost 2½ inches, and then the circle themselves is 2 inches. So I received that set. And then my next one is a snowflake ring, which comes with an outer ring so that you can cut the backer, and then you can cut the snowflake to lay on top of it. And of course the church and trees that can pop into the center there. Isn't that lovely? Look at all that detail in those snowflakes. It's just gorgeous. And measurements across there are 6 inches. So that is a 6-inch diameter die. That's a very, very luxurious looking one. That would make a beautiful card. And then the next one, I've kind of messed it up in the packet a bit. Shake those bits around because I used this one, and I'll put my hand in and move them so that you can see, because the tape kind of stuck down. And as you can see, that comes with corner pieces there that you can attach back into the corners, and it also comes with a strip that you could put both sides of a sentiment or an image on that die. I just love this because even though these are hearts, these pieces here, they look like 4-leaf clovers, you know, those lucky clovers. Well, not 4 leaves, these are a 3-leaf clover. I'm sure you know what I mean. So this could be used for Valentine's Day and St. Patrick's Day. It is absolutely gorgeous. And as I said, this is the one that I used for my sample. And that is 5.5 inches by 4.75 inches. So I'm just going to move those out of the way for you. And I've done that one. And then next up is papers. Now I cut this one out. So I had to show you this one. This is beautiful silver glitter. And look, it's incredibly thick. It's smooth and it's coated. Coated means special. When you've got a special coating on glitter, you can do some amazing things with it, and I'm going to show you that in a second. That's going to be my tip for this. And it comes in all sorts of gorgeous ombre colours. So here it's starting at purple and it's working its way down through icy blue to green. So these are fabulous for mermaids and unicorns. And I will show you the cardstock that I received. You can see that I've cut bits up because I've already started creating. I was that excited. And there's blue to mint green. You can see I cut my rose out of that one. That is a pink flowing into a purple. And that's the silver that I just showed you. I cut the circle out of that, ready for something else. And this one is a blue silver. So this one would be great for a glamorous 4th of July card. And then we've got champagne into pink. Just look at how that colour shifts from one end to the other. Isn't that lovely? It really is. And it's just smooth. And then I have this crackle, almost crocodile effect or snakeskin effect. And these are all colour shifting. That one shifts through creams to yellows to pink. This one is a lovely cerise and will go to bright lemon, green and purple on you. You can see my camera above. And then this colour shift is blue to green to gold. Isn't that gorgeous? And then I have this lovely matte gold foil cardstock. It's a satin finish. It's really lovely. Look at how thick that is. It's gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. Beautiful quality. And then there's this rose gold. And then there's a copper. Trying to get the true colours for you. Always difficult on my camera because it doesn't like shine. And then this lovely satin silver cardstock is just, wow, it's gorgeous. And then we get to the mirror. Look at that. That laser mirror board is just beautiful. And that one also comes in copper. So there you can see that. Look at those colours just shooting across there. And then in silver. Beautiful. And a bright gold. I just love the way it attracts and affects like that. And then we have a lovely powder pink glitter. And a nice autumn shade. That's almost a rusty coppery gold. And then we've got a lovely chocolatey coffee colour. Great for autumn. So those are the cardstocks. And I will just move those out of the way. Whoops. If I can find a space without knocking everything else off my table. And I'll pop those all back in the bag in a second. And I also received some of the 6mm foam, which is lovely. I've got a sheet of white, a sheet of orange, a sheet of purple, and a sheet of cream. And I also received cream, blue, green, and black. Because, of course, when you're using different coloured cardstocks and you're making a shaker, it's nice to have foam that matches the colours of the cardstock or pattern paper that you're using. So this is really lovely, and I will put it to good use. Now onto my sample and my little tip for you. Here is my sample, and I used that rose dye, and I've also used that cardstock, and that heart frame that I just showed you is behind there and all mounted onto white. Now I want to get close in so that you can see the different colours on that. Now this cardstock is special because it's coated, and I can tell you that there's I think it was Michael that sold a glitter pack like this about 4 years ago, and it was $30 for 12 sheets. I know that because I bought it. I'm somebody who's always fascinated with different substrates and cardstocks, and this is a specially coated paper. This is a great price from Alina, and you can do wonderful things with it. To begin with, my machine is a Sizzix Big Shot Pro, and when I pass coated papers through once, all of the pieces remain in, so I don't have to paper piece if I'm using that kind of die. If you pass it through twice on my machine, the pieces will drop out. So that is the beauty of a coated paper. But not only that, this paper was pale pink. And look what I did to it. And now I'm going to show you what you can use to change the colour of this cardstock, so no matter what dye you're using, you can complement all of the colours that you use. So let me show you that. And first of all, let's see if we can get some clarity on the camera, because that's looking a bit blurred. So here I've got a piece of pale pink, and I'm going to take 3 of my AliExpress Touch 5 markers, and the colours that I'm using are rose pink, rose red, and mint green. These are the colours that I used to change the colour of this coated cardstock. Now it has to be a coated glitter. If you used any ordinary glitter, you would destroy the nib on your pen. So whatever you do, don't do that. So this is the mint green, and this is how I created the colour for the leaves. And I'm going to show you that. I'm just going to pop the lid back on my pen. See? You haven't lost any of the sparkle, but you have changed the colour there. And now I'm going to use the rose pink, which was very, very similar when it dries to the colour of this cardstock, so it was very subtle, and I just put plenty down there so that you can see that. And then I'm going to use the rose pink, sorry, the rose red, just to show you that you can cut your flower dies with this cardstock and you can create some really, really spectacular effects. See how that one's drying now? This one isn't quite dry yet. When it dries, it won't have those streaks in it. It will dry completely and it will just look as if you've got a different colour of glitter cardstock. But as I said, you can only do that with these specially coated papers. So if you like that effect, you need to get over to Alina Craft and get you some. So that is what I have to show you today. And don't forget that there is the 11/11 sale. Alina Craft is doing some special buys, some special discounts and some special coupons. So make sure you collect those coupons by clicking on the link below. And of course, check out everything that's in her store. As usual, all links below, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.